has a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there.
And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Giants 21, Buccaneers 13.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Jones. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And that throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 50-yard.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Going underneath for Lewis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
right at the 50-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 42.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To Evans on the slant.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
To number 13, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. To throw is Brady. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw again, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now it's Penny. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jones now throwing on first down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Second and 2.
Now it's Freeman. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
There it is.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.